Peace and Yah bless. This is Yeremia ben Israel, the servant of Yah, the Holy One of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And this video is called Pride Before Destruction. And this is just part one of a variety of topics that I'm going to talk about dealing with personal conduct and social relations. And I start here in Proverbs chapter 6. Let me get that for you. Okay, because we're going to deal with a variety of things, but this, like I said, this video is specifically dealing with pride, how pride has divided the children of Israel, okay, especially today, and that's going to be our main focus on this topic of discussion, okay. So, like I said, I want to start here in Proverbs chapter 6, and it's just a kind of like the foundation of what this series is going to be about. And I say series because, like I said, it's going to be multiple topics dealing with personal conduct. Okay, so this is going to be like the foundation. Okay, we're going to be going through Proverbs, Psalms. Okay, just focusing on how we should conduct ourselves and how should we treat one another and communicate with one another. Excuse me. All right. So, in Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16, it says, "These 6 things do Yah hate, yeah, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that devises wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and run into mischief." Okay. "A false witness that speaks lies, and he that sows discord," all right, "among brethren." Okay, so like I said, that's kind of like the foundation of what this is going to be about. Okay, dealing with these 6 things that Yah hates, and 7 are an abomination unto him. Okay, because like I said, we're preparing ourselves for the real thing. Okay, and I'm not saying not to take away what we do here in Babylon, but when we get to the land of Jerusalem, okay, it's going to be very little room for error. Okay, because Yah is going to be dwelling amongst us, in the midst of us. Okay, so we have to practice these things now. That's why we obey these laws, statutes, and commandments with all our heart and soul, and we rehearse these commandments as best we can wherever we are in the earth in captivity. Okay, because when we get to the land, okay, there's going to be very little room for error. Okay, so that's why we want to do a self-examination, okay, and look at the things that we fall short on, acknowledge our weaknesses. That way Yah will strengthen us, okay. But you can't correct yourself unless you acknowledge your weaknesses, acknowledge your faults, acknowledge your wrongdoings, all right. And once you take a look at yourself in the mirror and you can see yourself for who you truly are, okay, then you can begin to work. Yah will allow you to begin to work on those things where you fall short on, whether it be pride, whether it be stubbornness, okay, whether it be respecting persons, whether it be fear of the reproach of men, okay, whether it be letting go as a significant other who you care about, whether it be your child, okay, whether it be your spouse or just a common friend, okay. So like I said, we rehearse these things. This is practice, okay, and this is the things that we're going to look at, okay. And like I said, you have to look at the person in the mirror, and if you fall under these categories, then like I said, you have to work on it, and myself included. Because at times, okay, I fall short on these certain things, okay, and you like I said, you have to acknowledge your iniquities before the Most High, okay. That way, He will give you the strength to correct, your mistakes. Okay? So, with that, I'll take you over to Psalms 10. Okay? Verse 4. It says, the wicked through pride of his countenance, okay? The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yah. Yah is not in all his thoughts. Okay, Yah is not in all his thoughts, okay, because it's times pride, you put yourself before the creator. Okay? Okay, you're thinking more about yourself than you are Yah. Okay, Yah is not in all his thoughts. Okay, same with stubbornness. You putting yourself before the creator. Yah is not in all your thoughts. Okay? And what does this say in 1 Samuel chapter 15? Stubbornness is just as idolatry. Okay? And it all works together. Okay? Like you're prideful, you become stubborn. And when you're stubborn, you become an idolatrous. Okay? Because you're idolizing yourself. You're putting yourself before the Most High. You're breaking that first commandment. When the Most High said, you shall have nothing before me. And that includes yourself. Okay, and you can tell by the, his countenance. Okay, his, the arrogancy. Okay, in a person. Okay. All right. The more a person speaks, the more he reveals himself. Okay, and that pride starts to come out, and that arrogancy. It starts to, you can see that arrogant spirit in a person. Okay. All right. So that's why we have to work, okay, on ourselves. Okay. Because Yah is not in all your thoughts when you're prideful. All right. And Yah, okay, must be first at all times. We must keep our minds stayed on the Creator in all that we do. Okay. In all that we do. All right. So with that, I'm going to come over here to Psalm 12. And we'll deal with the third verse. It says, Yah shall cut off all flattering lips and the tongue that speaks proud things. Okay? The tongue that speaks proud things. All right? Simple as that. All right? Shall cut off all flattering lips. People who flatter, okay, with their lips. Okay? And people who speak proud things. Like I said, just putting yourself before the Creator. All right? Worshiping yourself. All right, Yah say he's going to cut all those people off that does that. You cut yourself off, okay, when you allow pride to overtake you. Okay? So with that, and then, we're going to be going from verse to verse, precept upon precept. So you can go over this video as many times as you like. Take your notes. All right? But we in Psalm 31. And we're going to go to verse 18. All right. It says, let lying lips be put to silence, which speaks grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. Okay? And like I said, this all go hand in hand. This has to do with, bearing false witness, tale bearing. Okay? All right, speaking contemptuously against the righteous. And who are classified as righteous? Okay? Not the things that we see, that is right in our own eyes, but judging by the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? You should not speak contemptuously against those who judge by the law. All right? But you must humble yourself, take heed to Yah's law, statutes, and commandments, acknowledge it, then you correct it. Okay? That's how it works. All right? So, that we'll go over to Psalms chapter 40, verse 4. Okay. Verse 40. Chapter 40, verse 4. It says, "Blessed is the man that makes Yah his trust, and respects not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies." Okay, you're not supposed to be have respect for the proud. Okay, if you witness a person's prideful ways, okay, if you witness the arrogancy in a person, the stubbornness in a person, you're not supposed to respect that person. Okay, we do not respect persons in judgment. Okay, and like it also says in the law, we do not suffer sin, all right, upon your neighbor. Okay, if you see someone is being prideful, you bring it to his attention. Okay, and then like I said, if he is up to him whether he wants to acknowledge it or not. Okay, but if he acknowledges it, then Yah will strengthen him to correct himself. Okay, that goes for anybody. All right. All right, so you put your trust in Yah, and you don't respect the proud. Okay, nor such as turn aside to lies. Okay, simple as that. All right, and with that, we'll go to Psalms 101. Okay, these are Psalms, of David and various other writers. Okay, but Yah filled them with the spirit of wisdom and understanding, and they understood these things. Okay, they understood them. So in 101 Psalms, verse 5. "Whoso privately slanders his neighbor, him will I cut off. Him that have a high look and a proud heart will I not suffer." Okay, so that's why we do a self-evaluation, because Yah is not going to allow you to inherit the blessings of that land, okay, if you have a high look and a proud heart. Okay, and that goes for men and women. Okay, because Yah already mentions, okay, in Isaiah chapter 3, that the women were going to be prideful and have high looks. Okay, all right, picking and choosing what part of the law you're going to accept, and the part of the law that you're not going to accept. Because I know a lot of these women, okay, that know they Israel have a problem, okay, with their husband taking more than one wife. Okay, they putting themselves before the Creator. It's that pride factor. Okay, that high look, that they're going to put their own personal thoughts and opinions before the Creator. They're going to pick and choose what they're going to accept and not going to accept. All right. So that's not going to fly in the way of the Most High. Okay, a high look and a proudful heart is not going to fly in the way of the Most High. All right. So that's why we have to purge that out of our hearts. Okay. Before we return to the land. All right. Because like I said, in the land, there's not going to be a lot of room for error. Now, I'm not saying that we're not going to commit sin. Because sin is always, man is always going to make mistakes. Okay. But we want to do our best to restrain that sin as much as possible. Okay. So, with that, I'm going to take you over to Proverbs, chapter 8. All right. Verse 13. All right. I'm in Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. It says, "The fear of Yah is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy in the evil way, and the forward mouth, do I hate." Okay, these are things that Yah hates. Yah does not take lightly in pride, okay, in arrogancy, in a forward mouth, in the evil way. Okay. All right, we must walk humbly before the Most High. Okay, and today we dealing, all right, we in an information era, okay, where information is very easy to come by. Okay, that's why we got the internet. We all got all sources, okay, of information. Okay, and Yah is, like he says in Isaiah chapter 44, he's pouring his spirit, okay, upon the seed of Israel. All right, we start popping up like willows by the watercourses. Okay, so Yah is disseminating wisdom and understanding into his servant Israel. Okay, with Jerusalem at his head. Okay, and because we live in an information era, okay, pride has become a big problem because, all right, we live in a time right now where, okay, we're competing with one another. Okay, everything's a competition. Is I know more than you, or whatever. Okay, and this keeps us divided. Okay, because it can be, or you can have two people who let's say they agree on about 90% of this book. Okay, but that 10% they disagree on, and because they disagree, okay, that pride will divide the two. Okay, will divide the two. Okay, now I'm not talking about the laws, statutes, and commandments stand. All right, that's the foundation. The laws don't move. Okay, but it might, let's say you might have people who see prophecy differently. Okay, or a person who, like I said, they see something in this book they just don't agree with, and because of their pride, okay, they can never come together. Okay, because we live in a time where it's I know more than you. Okay, and this is exactly what Esau preys on. Okay, this is the thing that he delights in, because his strength is built off divide and conquer. Okay, that's the strength of the fourth beast. It was going to be diverse. Okay, and that was going to be its strength, and that's how Esau divides. That's how he has obtained, okay, power. Okay, by his divide and conquerness. Okay, and most of that is predicated off pride. Okay, with all these different religions, is pride. Okay, whatever idol they worship, all right, they worship it wholeheartedly. Okay, and their pride won't allow them to see the truth. Okay, so these are things that Yah hates. All right, now go over to Proverbs 11. In Proverbs 11, verse 2, it said, "When pride comes, then comes shame. But with the lowly is wisdom." Okay, so Yah is only going to inseminate wisdom into those who are humble. Okay, into those who are humble. Okay, when you're prideful, He's not going to allow you to see things. All right, and even if you have obtained wisdom, okay, once you become prideful, okay, then Yah will take that wisdom away from you. Okay. All right. I'm over here in chapter 12, verse 3. It said, "A man shall not be established by wickedness." Okay. It says, "But the root of righteousness shall not be moved." Okay. He's not going to be established by wickedness. But the root of the righteous shall not be moved. Okay. And like it says, okay, the lowly, is with the lowly is wisdom. And pride comes shame. All right. So, I just want to bring that to your attention just for a second. Okay, you're only going to be established with the lowly. Okay, those, all right, who have wisdom. All right, those who walk in a humble spirit. All right, come over to verse 13, chapter 13, verse 10. This is only by pride comes contention. It says, "But with the well advised is wisdom." All right, pride comes contention, and that's why a lot of these people, okay, or should I say leaders, they can't come together because there's too much pride, and with that pride comes contention. They can't dwell with one another, okay, because of their pride. All right. And like I said, you can't be in the land, all right, and be contending with everybody because of your pride. Y'all's not going to allow that to happen. All right. So 14 verse 3. It says, "In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall preserve them." The mouth of the foolish, okay? The mouth of the foolish is the rod of pride. Like I tell you, you can just tell a person prideful ways by the words that he speaks and how he projects his words. Okay, just listen to a person. That's why, sometimes I like to just sit back and just listen to a person talk. Okay, because in due time he reveals himself. Okay, and that pride will come out eventually. All right, so go over to 15, verse 25, Proverbs 15, verse 25. It says, "Yah will destroy the house of the proud, but he will establish the border of the widow." Okay, so I came into this. Yah will destroy the house of the pride, of the proud, excuse me. Okay, your house will not be established if you're prideful. Okay. Proverbs 16, verse 5. "Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to Yah. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished." Okay, so you will be judged if you have pride in your heart. Okay, like I said, that's why it's important to do a self-evaluation. Okay, to purge the pridefulness out of our hearts. All right, a prideful heart is an abomination. Okay, in this same chapter down here to verse 18, it said, "Pride go before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Better is it to be in a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud." Okay? All right? Pride goes before a fall. All right? Simple as that. Pride before destruction. That's why we must always walk humbly before the Most High. Okay, just look at the testimonies. Look at Job, how he was prideful. Okay? Job thought that he could stand before the Most High and be sinless. And then he tried to justify, all right, his pride. All right? And you see what Yah did to him. Okay, when Job acknowledged his transgression, he corrected it. He humbled himself, and Yah blessed him. All right, so I'm in Proverbs 21, verse 4. It says, "In high look and a proud heart, and the plowing of the wicked is sin." All right, a high look and a proud heart. All right, let's purge that nonsense out of our hearts. All right. Proverbs chapter 28, verse 25. This is, "He that is of a proud heart stirs up strife, but he that puts his trust in Yah shall be made fat." Okay, simple as that. Like I tell you, as we spoke about earlier, a proud heart comes contention, strife. All right. All right. So I'm gonna take it to Ecclesiastes chapter 7, and we're gonna close this out. All right. Verse 18. It said, it is good that you should take hold of this. Okay. Hold on just a second. Make sure I got the right one. All right. You also withdraw not the hand. He that fears Yah shall come forth to them. All right. So I don't. Okay, this is not the right one. All right, but okay, like I said, we're gonna deal. We're dealing with pride here. All right, this is the one I wanted to come to. So I finish off with go back to Proverbs chapter 29. Excuse me. All right. Chapter 29, verse 23. It says, the man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble spirit. Okay, so a man's pride will bring him low. All right. So, like I said, this is just the first of many. All right, on personal conduct and social relations. All right. Peace and y'all bless. And like I said, you put y'all first at all times. All praise Yah, the Holy One of Israel, the strong one of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Y'all bless. Peace.